Hello and welcome to Wireman's Whimsy. I have been playing with the Floating and Fluttering stamp set from the new mini catalog. And this comes, you can bundle it with the fluttering dies. Now, the awesome thing about the fluttering dies is there are two dies. This grouping here is one stamp, and you can cut them all out, and you can cut two at once. So that is probably my favorite thing about this stamp set, is you can do your stamping and then you can cut two sets out at once. So really, really efficient. It's completely awesome. But what I wanted to show you is doing the butterflies. I did them 3 different ways. So it's an interesting way to do it. So I'll start with my favorite one. As you know, I like to do the baby wipe stamp pad technique. So there is my baby wipe stamp pad that I made, and I used Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Petal Pink, and Rococo Rose in there, and that's all the colors. You can see them in there, and they all blend together. And I used those to stamp the butterflies in these ones. There is the outline stamp here, and then for each of the butterflies there is a kind of a fill-in stamp, if you like. And so I used the fill-in stamps with the baby wipe pad to make those. I love how this turned out. I'm thrilled. I always like to use the baby wipe technique to create really interesting color combinations. And I used the Oh So Ombre DSP from the Celebration catalog. And the thank you is a Celebration item as well. It's from the Heal Your Heart, which is Celebration as well. So really awesome sets on offer right now between the mini catalog and Celebration. So that's how I did this one. And these dies are the Stitched So Sweetly dies. I used 2 coordinating sizes of those to create that. And then this one is the Oh So Ombre DSP as well, the Celebration item, again with the Heal Your Heart thank you. And what I did is I used the ombre paper, and I just used basic gray. I've used basic gray for all of the stamping on these ones, and just cut them out. And you can see how the ombre paper, the color ombre, it is in gradients of depth. And so I just used those, and I did one on the Rich Razzleberry. Sorry, it's not Rich Razzleberry. It is the, oh, now I can't remember what it is. Blackberry Bliss. Sorry. I had it in my head and I couldn't think of it. And then the Rococo Rose. And then I just coordinated that. And this is the Granny Apple Green, and it's on a Granny Apple Green card base as well. So that's a second way you can really effectively use the Floating and Fluttering butterfly dies, and everything is dimensionalized, so it really does look like they're kind of jumping off the page. This one I wanted also, these ones are kind of fun and bright, and I wanted a nice kind of subtle one that was just a little bit quieter. So I used the Peony Garden Designer Series paper, and this is a basic gray card base with the DSP, and then again the Heal Your Heart Celebration thank you. And I used 2 different pieces of the Peony Garden paper, stamped the butterflies on it in basic gray, and then used the 2 dies to cut them out. And when I did this one, I thought, it's okay, but it might be a little bit plain. So when I did these ones with the baby wipe technique, it cuts out the leaves as well, and you just trim your butterflies apart. So I had the leaves from the original one I cut out, so I just kind of tucked them in, and it gives it a nice little effect. So anyway, that is the Floating and Fluttering bundle. So it's the die set and then the fluttering dies. And they do come in a larger envelope, which doesn't fit inside the case. So I just cut the cardboard so that I can keep everything together, and it's right to hand. So I hope you have enjoyed looking at the Floating and Fluttering set 3 different ways. It's all, I've used designer series paper, whether it was the Peony Garden or the Oh So Ombre, and then I have used the basic gray and then the baby wipe technique on this one. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope I've inspired you to give it a whirl and see what you can do with the Floating and Fluttering set as well. If you would like to purchase the bundle, please use the links below. And don't forget, Celebration runs for January and February. And in Canada, if you spend $60, you can get 1 item. And if you spend $120, you can get 1 of the larger item sets or 2 of the smaller sets. So please have a look at the websites, and happy stamping. We will see you next time. Thanks so much.